One of the most incredible approaches to concluding a coin that will be useful is to ponder its expense estimates. To that end, we will focus in on balance or BAL esteem assumption and figure for 2022-2030. By understanding how the expense of the coin will change sooner rather than later, potential monetary patrons should have the choice to pick whether to buy or dismissal it. What is balance or BAL? Balance or BAL is an Ethereum token that controls the balancer show. The balancer show on its part is a robotized market maker that grants clients to make or add liquidity to trading pools and obtain from that any charmed individual can transform into a balancer client. As the chief sentence here inferred, the balancer show depended on the Ethereum blockchain, and BAL is the utility token. Balancer may not be the first or most popular robotized market maker, yet it offers clients certain exceptional features that make it an interesting DeFi device. It can serve clients in different captivating ways. It is a liquidity provider, it is a worth sensor, and it is a self-changing weighted portfolio. Clients can acquire robotized income through the BAL token when they add to the different movable liquidity pools in Balancer. It works three critical kinds of pools: explicitly secret pools, shared pools, and shrewd pools. The Balancer show was shipped off in WAC 2020. Before the farewell, the main coordinators Fernando Martinelli and Mike McDonald started the Balancer Lab. What started as an assessment program at an item firm, other people who participated in the endeavor at the hidden stage consolidate Kristen Stone and Timur Bedretinov. Before we forge ahead from this part, it is fundamental for rehash that the Balancer token BAL is our fundamental focus in this. It is the high-level asset you ought to buy. To place assets into Balancer, its expense at different times will choose if you will make an increase or an incident from your endeavor. Anyway, the token is, for all intents and purposes, indissoluble from the show it powers. You should see added as one more high-level money adventure vehicle. We will use BAL Balancer and the Balancer token correspondingly. Consequently, why you could keep up with that ought to place assets into Balancer BAL. Other than the notable Bitcoin and Ethereum, there are a couple of computerized types of cash out there. Why might it be prudent for you to decide to place assets into Balancer, considering that the expense of the token has plunged recently? Why might it be really smart for you to anyway ponder placing assets into the little cap advanced money? The Balancer show is one explanation you should ponder placing assets into BAL. A unique show familiarizes several new features with the DeFi space anyway. It is like Uniswap and Curve in various ways. It is the key self-changing weighted portfolio tokens are for each situation. Likewise, weighted paying little psyche to cost change due to one self-changing nature of the pool. Balancer is also the principal to allow liquidity providers to have up to 8 assets for each market. The customizable thought of the pools makes Balancer engaging. Clients can add more than one token, and it isn't important to have ETH right. When various DeFi specialists learn about the upsides of using Balancer, the gathering rate will improve, and that can make BAL explode from this point forward. It is able to add here that BAL is an organization token, suggesting that it gives holders projecting a polling form privileges to determine the possible destiny of the Balancer show. Balancer BAL worth history. As referred to at this point, Balancer was shipped off in WAC 2020. Kinjeko started following the expense of the token in June, and that is where we will start our BAL cost history. As of 23 June 2020, BAL was trading at 1520 per token. It dropped to about 1008 on 1 July 2020. By 15 July 2020, the coin showed up for its record-breaking minimal price of 788. It improved unimportantly to close at 970 on 31 July 2020. In August, the expense of the coin further developed by and large. By 10 August, it was trading for 1681 per token, and by 11th it rose to 2318. It plunged a bit and traded at 1789 on 20th August. Regardless, BAL started another bullish run that saw its worth climb to 3318. On 31 August 2020, September 2020 started off in great shape for Balancer, and continuously day of the month it traded for up to 34.46 per token. BAL dropped distinctly inside the key week, and by 8 September 2020, it traded for 21.61 per token. It dropped further in the third week, trading at 13.06 on 24 September. On 1 October 2020, BAL traded for 15.65 per token. It went on a negative run that persevered reliably, and by 30th October, it traded for 10.36. November started off a bad foot for the coin as it opened the principal day at 992 per token. In any case, the expense improved reliably, and by 21st November, it traded at 15.51. By 30th November, the balancer token traded for 14.39. December 2020 was a common month for BAL. It traded for 13.61 on 2nd December, and by 31st December, it traded for 14.09 per token. BAL participated in a bullish market in 2021. And it started early on 2nd January 2021, it traded for 13.93, by 16th January it traded for 17.81, and by 31st January, it had recently reached 28.33. February was amazingly better. By 2nd February, the coin traded for 30.17, and by 14th February, it had rose to 48.47 per token. It plunged a little towards the month's end. By first walk 2021, BAL traded for 34.30 per token. By 12th walk it had gone up again to 47.12. It rose a lot faster in the third week, coming to 59.81 on 21st walk. On 30th walk, BAL traded for 55.39 in April 2021. BAL started well anyway, didn't stay aware of the energy. On the primary day of the month it opened at 57.21, and by 15th April it traded at 65.59. It dropped generally fairly, as of late of the month, trading for 47.86 on 26th April. On 30th April, it traded for 59.02. May 2021 was an interesting month for the balancer token, as it rose to a phenomenal high before plunging stunningly on 2nd May. The coin traded for 63.47 per token. It rose quickly to show up at its record-breaking, over-the-top expense of 74.77 on 4th May 2021. The expense of the coin dropped firmly after that point, and on 16th May it traded for 56.42. It dropped in a general sense all through the third and fourth week, and on 31st May it traded for 27.67. On 1st June 2021, BAL traded at 30.77 per token. By 20th June it had dropped to 18.95. It finished the month inside that compass. On 1st July it traded for 22.22. And by 30th July it traded for 2014. The expense of the coin dealt with fairly in August. On 2nd August, it traded for 21.39. And by 17th, it came to 27.35. On the last day of August 31st, it traded for 26.55. In September, the coin started well, yet plunged some time later. On 4th September the coin traded for 33.16. And by 18th, it had dropped to 25.89. BAL shut in September at 18.83. On 1st October 2021, BAL traded for 19.75, and on 16th it traded for 22.90. It improved imperceptibly